Praise the Lord, saints. Welcome to another VIP devotion. Mine is going to be fairly short today. I'm going to start by reading a very familiar passage, Deuteronomy 6:5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Devotion is actually the topic that I would like to discuss today. Devotion is defined as a love, loyalty, or enthusiasm for a person, activity, or cause. But what does devotion mean to us as Christians? What does devotion mean to you? We do these daily devotional videos, and for a lot of people I know, it's common to set aside a regular daily time to do personal devotions. Whether that's the morning, the evening, that same chunk of time every day is spent with God. Maybe in prayer, maybe in meditation, maybe in study, but that time is always dedicated unto God. But what about the times when our flesh rises up and fights against our spirit? What about when life is too busy and you feel like you don't have time to pray? What about when you come to church after a 12-hour shift and you are too tired to worship? I once heard a story about a high school teacher, and he asked some married couples, people who had been together 40, 50 years, to come into class one day and help with a presentation. Once he had introduced these couples, he asked his students what love was. Was it a feeling or was it a decision? Nearly all of his students responded that love was a feeling. The teacher then asked the married couples. All of them responded that love was not just a feeling, it was a decision. Love for their partner was a conscious choice that they had made, even when life was hard, even when they were upset with each other, even when they didn't feel that love. They would decide to care about each other, to do things to make the other happy, and to remain devoted. Our love and devotion for God is the same. There will be times where you may not feel like praying. Your flesh will get in the way, and there will be other things that seem more appealing or things that need to be done. There will be times in church where you don't feel like praising. Times that the troubles of life and the emotions that follow will try to overwhelm you until it feels like you have no energy and no attention left for God. There may be times in life when life really has you down and you feel like God has abandoned you, or you may feel resentful for what you're going through. It is in these times that we must remember love and devotion are not feelings, they are choices. God deserves to be made a priority. When I think about all that God has done for me, I can undoubtedly say that He deserves my devotion. But think, what has God done for you? You need to come to a place where you decide if God is worthy of your devotion. God will never leave you. He will never forsake you. Anytime God has been silent in my life, or I felt distant, it was always for a purpose. It was always to help me grow in some way. God saved me from sin and death. He has blessed me beyond what I could list or count. No matter what I'm feeling or what I'm going through, God is worthy of my devotion. Our relationship with God should never be based on our feelings. Our feelings are liable to change at any given time. One bad thing can ruin our mood, one piece of good news can raise it. And if we base our relationship with God on how we feel, then there is no consistency. We could be in church one week and out the next. That is no way to develop a relationship with God. We must be consistent and devoted. Even when we are in the valley, even when life gets rough, God is still there. God is still good, and He deserves our love and devotion. Loving God is so important that, well, I'm just going to read Matthew 22:36-38. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Jesus said unto them, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. God bless you.